Welcome to the RYM Student Podcast, helping you fit God's truth into your life. Reflecting on biblical truth is vital for the life of the believer. We hope this podcast will encourage you in your walk with Jesus. The following was recorded at one of Reformed Youth Ministries conferences. The audio might not be clear, but the message is. We hope you enjoy it.
So let's dive into the practical now. What is our role in the body? So we're supposed to have a role in the body. We do have a role in the body, but what does that look like? So fundamentally, our role is the same as every other Christian's. We're called to love the body, serve the body, worship with the body, and be held accountable to the body. But this will play out differently than it will in our dad's life, or our pastor's life, or maybe our mom's life, or even teen guy's life. That doesn't mean that we're less than. It just means we have a different part to play. A part equally as good and worthy and strong and necessary. So let's parse these 4 ways out a little bit, and then let's talk about how we can live them out. So the third thing that we teen girls are called to do in a local church is to be held accountable to it. And we're called to hold others accountable. Accountability is simply being held to a set of expectations. So it's having people care about us enough to teach us about holiness, call us out on sin when necessary, and meet us with love and grace. Right now, though, as young people, if we have parents who are seeking to follow Christ, accountability will pretty much look like our parents holding us accountable. If your parents are not Christians, the church will inevitably play a bigger role. You will need older members of your church, youth workers, youth leaders, to help hold you accountable. But as awkward and uncomfortable and weird as accountability can make us feel, it is desperately necessary. We live in this world where temptations surround us 24/7. So at school, at home, at work, at the mall, online, on the road. Accountability is a set of loving guardrails that keep us from falling off a cliff. They help us pursue holiness and Christ-likeness and fight and even avoid sin. So you can think of it sort of like a baseball team. And I have to use baseball because that's the one sport my family loves the most. Actually, mostly just my mom. My dad does not like sports at all, but my mom loves sports. So there you go. But she loves watching baseball, and of course, the Toronto Blue Jays, because that is the only professional baseball team in Canada. We love watching the Toronto Blue Jays. But you really could think of this like any sports team, and I know that we have some athletes out here. Players need coaches to make sure that they practice, to push them to do better, to teach them, to keep them motivated, to keep them relying on each team member, and to remind them of their commitment to the team. Imagine a player who decides that they don't want the coach's help. They don't want to be corrected when they make the wrong play. They don't want to learn new skills. They don't want to follow the rules of the game. They just kind of want to do their own thing. This player is not going to be on this team for that long. If they want to succeed and play for a long time and play in front of bigger audiences, they need to accept and embrace the coach's accountability. The church is the same way. It's our way of proclaiming to the world that we're a team, that we're a family, and we are pushing each other to strive for perfection. We are not perfect. We do not claim perfection, but we pursue perfection because we are pursuing Christ-likeness. We're saying that we love Jesus more than sin. So accountability is a key part of being a part of the body, of belonging to a church.
For more information on RYM student conferences, visit rym.org/conferences.